On behalf of Wor-Wic faculty, Melissa Reddish, Associate Professor of Arts and Humanities and Faculty Council Chairperson, Wor-Wic Community College.
Good morning, everybody. I feel like I need like a little Alpo box to stand on. I feel like I'm definitely the shortest person who's going to be speaking up here today. But I'm so honored to speak on behalf of faculty at this historic event. In the 16 years I've taught at Wor-Wic, 2 as an adjunct, 14 full-time, I've had the privilege of collaborating with so many incredible colleagues from every single department on campus. Time and again, I've witnessed the intelligence and talent and passion and dedication, determination and innovation of this group of individuals tasked with molding the minds of tomorrow. Being an educator, thank you, is no easy task, and every year it gets a little bit harder. There are countless challenges both within and without. We have pandemics, we have imposter syndrome, we have shrinking budgets, bureaucratic red tape, burnout, the skyrocketing cost of living, mercurial politics, mental health crises, and the sub-audible hum pulsing beneath every single interaction of every single instructor. Have I done enough? So why do we do it? I want to tell a brief story of my own journey as an educator. I made it all the way to my master's program in English thinking I was going to be an editor. I liked words, and I was decent at putting them together in a semi-coherent sequence, so the choice was obvious. But once I had the opportunity to serve as a volunteer copy editor, I realized something terrible. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. Just every aspect of the job was terrible to me. Oh no, what have I done? I am accruing so much debt to launch myself into a career that I abhor. Luckily, I was also working at the Writing Center at that time. At my very first session, I experienced something incredible. The light bulb moment when a student understands a concept for the first time. Knowing that I played a small but pivotal role in that transformation was like a drug. I wanted more and more and more of it. I signed up for more hours at the Writing Center and began to explore the teaching track of my program, leading me here today. The point of the story is not just to convince you all to avoid asking me to proofread your documents, but to capture the ineffable pulse at the heart of education, reaching through the quagmire of doubt and difficulty and denial to nurture the lamp of learning requires every cell of your mind and body to be attuned to that task. And this is where great leadership comes in. They serve as the frontline defense against external threats, as horticulturists nurturing the vibrant garden of academic brilliance, and as visionaries plotting a path forward. I am honored to officially welcome a leader that has embraced every aspect of the job with tireless and infectious enthusiasm, creating a culture that truly is students first, excellence always. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
On behalf of Wor-Wic department heads, Mr. Chuck Porter, Arts and Humanities Department Head and Associate Professor of Developmental English, Wor-Wic Community College.
Thank you. Like so many of the other speakers, when I was asked to write and deliver a poem, I was very excited and also terrified. But I was also convinced to go through with this by Dr. Casey's infectious energy. And then I started to write a poem, not something I usually do. Mostly I write emails. And staring at the blank cursor, you think about things, and I thought, how can I write a poem for this event, for this woman, for this campus, when the perfect Wor-Wic poem already exists? And it's the alma mater. And many of you know the alma mater. We used to sing it at graduation, or something like singing. And it's 8 lines. It's set to an old traditional tune, I assume, so we didn't have to pay royalties or a composer. But I want to share that poem with you because it forms the structure for my poem for today. Hear the sounds of Wor-Wic voices, futures gleaming bright. Sing to thee, our alma mater, praise the teal and white. Though the storms of life may toss us, we will still prevail. You have lit the lamp of learning. Wor-Wic, thee we hail. And so now I am going to read new alma mater for Deb Casey, Wor-Wic's third president at her investiture. Hear the sounds of Wor-Wic voices. Hear the students first answer the questions and the problems and the call. Answer to only their own ambition and integrity. Hear them question the answers and each other and conventions. Listen. They defy those who told them, you can't, you won't, not you. Hear them sing of themselves, individuality and innovation. Celebrate their own positions, faiths, and philosophies. Hear them utter the word democratic. Defend each other in this community we call college. Revel in these communities we call home. Listen. They sigh a prayer in weary frustration. Vespers for awaiting exam results. They swear when the challenge is hard and it seems too much. Whispered curses buoy their spirits. A breath in, a breath out. Take another breath and recenter. Hear them laugh in the halls, party on the quad, dance away anxiety. Listen, they bless each other with, you got this. Don't give up, you got this. They declare with one voice, I am Wor-Wic! Hear the sounds of Wor-Wic voices. Futures gleaming bright. They declare their majors like prophecy. Futures echo in visions, wide-eyed premonitions. Each day these prophets reveal more. They say, soon I will forge my place at my next campus. I will restore others to reclaim their lives made whole. I'll reveal what is hidden deep, safe inside, bone and marrow. I'll respond first, serve and protect. I'll break addiction cycles. I'll plan. I'll draft. I'll build and rebuild. I lead communities, businesses, and myself as I ascend. I steer 18 wheels. I tame lightning. I harness wind. I join metal. I guide currents. I explore our world. I study our history. I write our future. These phantom futures fuel their paths to class. Fresh fall notebooks, pencils sharp. A new course charts a new course. New constellations reroute and clarify the dream. Futures gleaming bright. From Wor-Wic Tech's storefronts in 75 to 32,000 Campus Drive, we sing to thee, our alma mater. Sing of staff who have always prepared, maintained, scrubbed desks, floors, and whiteboards, offered food, assistance, security, and help, maintained order, and gave advice, explained the rules, and cared for our children. Sing of administrators who heard the song first and assembled the band to play it, who fought at the table for scraps and transfigured them into community, campus, culture. Show us how to lead each other and ourselves. Sing of faculty who summarized, synthesized, sympathized, and epitomized. Sing of students who long ago traded typewriters for laptops but still share so much, from a sheet of paper to a new perspective. Sing of how together we share our thoughts, our hearts, our lives, and our callings. Sing to thee, our alma mater. Praise the teal and white. Though the storms of life may toss us, thunder and hail of health scares, sick kids, sick spouse, or ourselves, sick and tired from full-time work, full-time school, and full-time parenting. Fierce tornadoes, childcare canceled, car broke down, loved ones lost. All-night tempests, poring over notes from class or homework problems, poring over articles, textbook, novels, poring over feedback scrawled in margins, pour another cup of coffee and get ourselves to class, because though the storms of life may toss us, we will still prevail. Pursue that prophecy. Realize that waking dream, don our caps and drape our gowns and march triumphant across this stage, transformed in May. Pipes and drums, leaders and banners, pageantry and revelry, tradition and celebration. Turn the tassel, the boat that crossed the midnight storms. Life is hard, but so are we. Our strength in our community. Together, ad astra per aspera, from challenge to the stars, we will still prevail. You have lit the lamp of learning. Or maybe it's not a lamp, because our seal bears a torch. Not solemn on the nightstand, learning illuminates the path before us as we persist toward adventure. And once that torch is blazing lit, graduates find themselves equipped to carry the flame deep into old caverns, wrench ancient notions from their place, hammer ore from bedrock and cast it into crucible, challenge, interrogate, see the smelt through the smoke as it softens, purifies, and proves. And then what's left after the alchemy, hold it dear, refined, and precious, golden. Or if it is indeed a lamp we've lit, then we've trimmed and sparked this wick for war, to battle ignorance, illiteracy, apathy, poverty, hopelessness, and helplessness. Armed with our sharpened skills, our double-edged knowledge, shielded by our integrity, our everyday excellence. Once the college without walls, now we're the college that destroys them. With the barriers torn down, let the rubble pave our pathways. As we march down those new streets, hear our chorus sing. Dolphins swim in pods, and our pod soars toward the light. Like the waves reflect the sun, Wor-Wic's futures burning bright. Dolphins swim in pods, and so this chorus in these waters will drown out the crashing waves and sing to thee, our alma mater. Wor-Wic, thee we hail. Thank you. I can cry now.
Wow, good luck, Ricky. On behalf of Wor-Wic students, Ricky Thorne, Jr., Student Government Association President and General Studies student, Wor-Wic Community College.
They say good luck to me. Not a round of applause for Mr. Chuck, right? Not a round of applause. He was worried about following me, and I got to follow that. But I think they picked the right guy for the job.
I think so too.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm honored to speak about someone who has made a profound impact on our community, Dr. Casey. Her name is synonymous with compassion, dedication, and excellence, and she is cherished by every student fortunate enough to cross her path. Dr. Casey is not just our president, she is a beacon of hope and care. Her approach to students and their education transcends their mere position of college president. She sees each student not as a case number, but as a unique individual with their own story, fears, and aspiration. This deeply personal approach makes every student feel valued and heard, fostering an environment where they can thrive, not just academically, but emotionally and physically. One of many reasons Dr. Casey is so beloved in our genuine empathy, she takes the time to listen to her students, understand their concerns, and address them with passion and kindness. Her ability to communicate complex school agenda or information in our accessible and reasonable manner is the testament to her skill and dedication. Where it is a routine check-in on our students or more serious issues, students leave her office feeling more informed and cared for, not just about their issues at hand, but about their well-being as a whole. Beyond the exceptional presidential skills that Dr. Casey has, an incredible ability to connect with students, her warm demeanor, positive attitude created a safe, supportive atmosphere. She is constantly present at school events, health fairs, workshops, always engaged with students and offer guidance. I pause for a second because I know that's true. Her involvement in these activities goes beyond her professional obligation. It reflects her genuine commitment to the student body. Moreover, Dr. Casey, dedicated to students, extends to advocating for mental health awareness. She recognized that mental health well-being is just as critical as physical health. Worked tirelessly to promote resources and support systems. Her efforts to reduce the stigma around mental health issues have empowered many students to seek help and find efforts in knowing they are not alone. In essence, Dr. Casey is more than our school president. She is a trusted ally and a pillar in our community. Her remarkable ability to blend professional appetites with heartfelt compassion makes her an irreplaceable figure in our lives. It is the unique combination of qualities that earns her the deep respect and affection of the entire student body. As we celebrate Dr. Casey today, let us remember the invaluable role she plays in our life. Her unwavering support, profound empathy, and genuine care are gifts that we all cherish deeply. Thank you, Dr. Casey. Thank you, Dr. Casey, for all that you've done and for making a difference every single day.
On behalf of Wor-Wic Foundation and alumni, Mr. Kelly Self, Vice Chairperson, Wor-Wic Foundation.
Good morning.
Is it still morning?
Is it?
Oh my God.
11:24.
Okay, good.
Phew. Greetings to our speakers and honored guests on behalf of the Wor-Wic Community College Foundation Board. I'm going to take a little bit of a trip down memory lane here because I believe it's important that we look back at our history so that we can excel ourselves forward. Did you know that you can use your GI Bill to take classes at Wor-Wic? I did. A family member did. Someone you know can. Did you know that you can earn an associate's degree at Wor-Wic and transfer to a four-year institution? A family member and I did that. Someone you know can do that. Do you know you can earn an associate's degree at Wor-Wic and jump into the workforce? I have a brother and a son who did that. Someone you know can do that. Did you know you can get your Maryland motorcycles license after taking a course at Wor-Wic? I recently did that. Did you know how useful your Wor-Wic speech class was going to be on a day like today? I do. Do you want to get your commercial driver's license, learn to become a welder, a law enforcement officer, a nurse, a medical technician, or something else? Do you want to enhance your skills in your current occupation? You can do all this and more at Wor-Wic. It's a place where the faculty and the administration truly care about kids and non-traditional student success, these people out here and over here. So thank you for that. In May 1997, I was honored to deliver the graduation commencement student speech right here in the Civic Center. At that time, the campus only had one building, now known as Brunkhorst Hall. Much credit should be given to the leaders who saw a need for the institution that began as Wor-Wic Tech Community College in 1975, and 6 years later established a foundation to support it. From a disparate group of buildings to a sprawling campus just east of here, all in support of students who can, as Wor-Wic's motto says, start here, go anywhere. Past presidents Dr. Maynor and Dr. Hoy brought their leadership, management, and their own special sets of personal skills to the table and worked with Wor-Wic's trustees, generous benefactors, leaders and staff, legislators, community and business leaders, and with the community at large, all to develop the funding, infrastructure, and curriculum to grow this school into what it has become, a gem in our community, a school for Worcester, Wicomico, and Somerset counties. Dr. Deborah Casey's investiture as Wor-Wic's third president is such an important next step in Wor-Wic's history. Today marks her 403rd day as president. She's been working tirelessly, making connections, listening to stakeholders, and planning Wor-Wic's future growth and innovation. Her efforts will have a lasting impact to inspire future generations while honoring those who paved the way. Thank you all for honoring Dr. Deb today and for your continued support of her and Wor-Wic Community College. Go Fins!
Thanks, Tim. Excellent, excellent.
On behalf of community-based organizations, Pam Gregory, President, CEO, United Way of Lower Eastern Shore.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to share in this celebration of Dr. Casey's inauguration, and I'm here not just to represent our community partners, but also as a parent who both daughters came through this amazing institution. My first interaction with Dr. Casey was during the community meet and greet session as she finished on-campus interviews. I shared I lead our local United Way, and I was interested in her views and experience with community partnerships. Immediately, her face lit up with genuine and welcoming recognition, and I don't mean of me personally, but with her connection to her United Way back in her community. She described a program she and her local United Way established to address barriers for students, and naturally, I was impressed with their success. Of course, she had also done her homework on the strong partnerships at place here at Wor-Wic, and of course, that impressed me too. But what struck me most was the sincere passion for and belief in the power of leveraging expertise and resources through multi-sector collaboration. It was clear that this would be a priority for her if given the opportunity, and I left feeling optimistic about the college's potential path. When I stepped into my role as president and CEO, I was blessed to have support and mentorship from other community leaders. In particular, connections with female executives have been an important part of my personal and professional journey, and I strive to build relationships where I can offer support too. So naturally, once you settled in, of course, I wanted to have the welcome to the shore and let's get to know you lunch with Dr. Casey. So we instantly connected, and we found common ground beyond our shared experiences through United Way. I was inspired and excited to learn of her commitment to diversity in higher education and ensuring students, faculty, and staff fully reflect the community being served. We chatted about the successes and challenges of providing equitable access to education, specifically in a rural setting. As both of our missions are to empower all neighbors in our community, we share similar hurdles, and we explored more about our respective partnerships and potential opportunities to help each other expand our impact. What began as a welcome lunch with a new colleague ended as the first lunch with a new friend. I think it was only a week or two later, one of my most treasured mentors and friends, Erica Joseph, and I had a girls' day with Deb to introduce her to the lovely town of Berlin. But our first stop was to check out the Beacon of Hope sculpture, which was on temporary display in downtown Salisbury. This incredible art honors the legacy of Harriet Tubman. I have a feeling you might be hearing about that soon. And it tells the story of Harriet's journey from slavery to freedom and how she led others to freedom through the Underground Railroad right here on the Eastern Shore. So after a while, we were joined by a community member whose emotions became strong as he gazed upon Harriet. In that moment, I saw Deb's heart when she quickly embraced and comforted him. A total stranger, no questions asked. She just gave and opened the space for him to share his story with us. It felt that we were all exactly where we were supposed to be and that we were meant to share that moment and our Girls' Day together. I share these reflections with you to also share this. No doubt, you must be a strong, confident leader to move across the country, away from family and friends, to be the third president of Wor-Wic Community College. She brought fortitude, dedication, and a bold vision for Wor-Wic's future with her. She came with thoughtful intention to learn about this place, the history, and the needs in our corner of the world. And for sure, we know she's brought boundless energy and those chucks, and her desire to get involved, build relationships, and develop the partnerships needed to achieve the dream. But she also brought her heart to pour into her work, her faculty and staff, her students, new friendships, and our community that she chose to call home. Deb, congratulations on a dynamic first year. Thank you for leading Wor-Wic's future. Go Fins!
Shut up, Erica.
Yes. Hey, Erica.
On behalf of business and industry, Shauna Nadine Kersley, Pohanka of Salisbury.
Hello, Dr. Deb. Hello, everyone. Sandy Angelo is over there, and she is thinking, smart brevity, Shauna, smart brevity. So I am still working on the poem, and this has been such an incredible day. And since we only get one bite at this apple, because we are keeping you, I am going to invite the audience to help me to complete my poem. In preparation for this moment, I met with a lot of you, and you all gave me words. So I am going to start my poem with these words. I have 10 words, and you are invited to throw out a word, right, before I get to 10. Resilient, adaptable, determined, creative, flexible, courageous, patient, perseverant. Aaron Guy, come on, you gotta help me here. Give me a word. You have met the lady. Come on now. Strong, enthusiasm, passionate, resourceful, jovial, open-minded, wave of the future, a beacon of hope in this season of hope. Today we gather, hearts open wide in Wor-Wic's embrace, where dreams coincide, a moment of honor, a joyous refrain as we inaugurate Dr. Deb Casey, our guiding flame. Chosen for vision, vision so clear, chosen for wisdom, a leader for all that she draws near. Wave of the future, beacon of hope. In the fall she arrived like a fresh morning breeze, her spirit igniting our hopes with such ease. From classrooms to halls, her passion ignites. In every endeavor, she smiles and she invites. With every word, we feel the embrace of a future that is bright in this welcoming space. Together we stand, united and strong. With Dr. Casey, our dreams we shall save. Ode to this journey, the stories we shall weave. In Wor-Wic, great future, together we believe. With courage, with strength, let our voices unite as we honor our leader, our guiding light. So, embrace the vision. Let it resonate to be true. In the wave of the future, where our hopes intertwine, together we flourish, where potentials align. Go Fins. Bam!
I love Wor-Wic Community College because it provides a variety of educational and performance-based opportunities in credit and non-credit to meet the demands of the local workforce. There are 7 educational pathways, which include business and hospitality, education and human services, healthcare, humanities and social sciences, public safety, STEM, and skilled trades and transportation. Our students range from dual enrollment while in high school to later in life as they welcome the challenge of training for a new career. Wor-Wic helps students achieve their educational and workforce dreams. We are Wor-Wic. Go Fins.
I like Wor-Wic because it's close, convenient, and offers you lots of different options. Go Fins.
I love Wor-Wic because it's a family here. Whatever you need, there's always someone to help you. There's someone around. There's a lot of smiling faces and always somewhere where you can be helped. So I love Wor-Wic because it's my second family.
I love Wor-Wic because how we serve our students, the programs that we have, and the opportunities that we have for the students to create great careers for themselves.
I love Wor-Wic because it's close to home. It's a great opportunity to further my career. Great teachers. There's grants involved. That way I'm not paying out of pocket for any school. So it's a great opportunity to, like I said, further my career and just better myself.
I love Wor-Wic because it gives me an opportunity to provide opportunities for new students to find new careers.
I love Wor-Wic because we have excellent students and the staff that I work with are excellent. The administration all the way up to the president is excellent to work with.
I love Wor-Wic because of how welcoming and supportive the people are here.
That's an easy question to answer because I've always felt, and still do 18 years later, that the administration, deans, department heads, faculty, and the awesome staff I work with here have always been super inviting and helpful to me. And part of Dr. Casey's long-term plan is to bring sports, and I love sports. Go Fins!
On behalf of Maryland Community College Presidents, Dr. Brad Phillips, Executive Director, Maryland Association of Community Colleges.
Good morning, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, students, and members of the community. Yes, it's still morning. It's an honor to be here today on behalf of the Maryland Association of Community Colleges as we celebrate a significant milestone in the history of Wor-Wic Community College, the, wait for it, inauguration of Deborah Casey, Dr. Casey. First, I want to acknowledge the tremendous work and the dedication on the Board of Trustees, the faculty, staff, and administration who have contributed to the growth and success of Wor-Wic Community College over the years. Your unwavering commitment to the students and the community has laid a strong foundation upon which today's new chapter begins. I've had the privilege of learning from the presidents, some of which are now retired, that leadership in higher education is not just about managing an institution. It's about inspiring a community, fostering innovation, guiding students toward their fullest potential. The role of a president is both a great honor and a profound responsibility. It requires vision, empathy, and a deep understanding of the unique needs of the community it serves. You just heard a poem that highlights all of these values in Dr. Casey. As the executive director of the Maryland Association of Community Colleges, I've had the privilege of witnessing transformational power of leadership at community colleges and across the state. Each college plays a vital role in shaping the future of Maryland, and Wor-Wic is no exception. Your president steps into a role that is pivotal not only for this institution, and Senator Croza, not only for the Shore Way of Life, but for the entire state of Maryland. And by the way, these were some of the best students you had at Student Advocacy Day this year. Under the guidance of Dr. Casey, I'm confident that Wor-Wic will continue to be a leader in education and a catalyst for positive change in the lives of students and the community it serves. Dr. Casey brings a fresh perspective and a deep commitment to the mission of community colleges. I've gotten to witness that over the course of her year already. She will undoubtedly lead the institution with integrity, vision, and passion that it so well deserves. But as President Emeritus says, leadership is not a solitary journey unless you're driving yourself to the work. It is a collaborative effort that requires the support, trust, and partnership of everyone here today, faculty, staff, students, and the community at large. Together, you will build on the success of the past, confront the challenges of the present, and Dr. Casey, the best part is seize the opportunities of the future. In closing, I want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Casey, the board, and the entire Wor-Wic community. As you embark on this exciting journey together, know that your fellow Maryland Community College presidents stand with you, ready to support and champion your efforts every step of the way. Thank you and congratulations again.
On behalf of the Aspen Institute College Excellent Program, Mr. Josh Weiner, Vice President, Aspen Institute, and Executive Director, College Excellent Programs at Aspen Institute.
Thank you. Great to see all of you. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and I used to come to the beaches here, and I just want to get something out of the way. On behalf of all those people who came and did not honor the local community, I'm sorry. Me and my friends did, and I love this area. It's a beautiful area, and I'm really proud to be here to celebrate here with all of you today. For about 15 years, the Aspen Institute has been looking nationally at community colleges that achieve high, improving, and equitable levels of student success. And one of the things that we've found as we've asked questions, where are students learning the most? Where are they graduating at the highest rates? Where are students prepared best for bachelor's attainment and after transferring? Where are they prepared for good jobs? One of the central findings in our work is that leadership matters, that excellent colleges have excellent presidents. And it's for that reason that we developed leadership programs, including one that we've been running for 8 years. I see a number of graduates here that are also presidents and vice presidents here in the state of Maryland. Secretary Rye is a graduate of the program as well. But the program was designed to find the leaders who had the qualities that our research said really mattered. What are those qualities? Well, it's a deep commitment to student access and success. It is the strategic ability to find what's working at a college and make it even better. And it's the ability to both do reform work inside of a college, but also in partnership with universities, with employers, with the United Way and other community-based organizations. Those are the qualities that we look for in the folks we select for our fellowship. It's through that fellowship that I met President Casey a few years ago. And not only in the selection process, but through the year of the fellowship, she's confirmed that she's got the stuff of our nation's best community college presidents. What that means is that she understands deeply that enrollment really matters, but it matters even more if students walk across the stage, if they graduate. She understands that graduation matters, but it matters more if students are set up for a good job or they're set up to transfer and get a bachelor's degree. She understands that the job of the community college is to care deeply for students, but also to strategically work with everybody in this room and everybody on the stage, everybody in the community, to make things better, to really think about the systems at the college that will help more students succeed overall and to close equity gaps. As impressive as President Casey has proven herself to be in our fellowship program and in the work that she has done prior to coming here and since she's arrived, our research says something else, which is she can't do the work alone. The President Emeritus is right. She can't do the work alone. And so I really just wanted to close with a request for each of you. To faculty who are at the core of student learning and student engagement, join President Casey in asking how you can partner to make sure every student learns at high levels in the classroom, including through the kind of engaged, applied learning and high-impact practices that are the hallmarks of excellent colleges. To program leaders, please join President Casey in looking at the outcomes of your graduates and making sure that every program of study maximizes the impact it can have on students, that it leads to a good job, that it leads to transfer with junior year standing in a major. Really think about that and join her in making sure that you're delivering on the promise of your programs. To advisors and student services leaders, please help President Casey ensure that students make earlier and strong program choices and focus the supports on helping students complete the programs that truly will change their lives after graduation. To members of the board, support the president in focusing on continuous improvement in student outcomes. Understand that systemic change that transforms lives and student outcomes can be hard, it can take time, but it is absolutely necessary to keep moving forward for community colleges to achieve their goals. And finally, to students, keep working hard, but also keep asking how you can help inform the college how it can get better. Don't be shy about that. Be constructive, but help your faculty members, your advisors, the administration understand how they can do better, and then continue to work hard. And if you do that, you will do the one thing that I know President Casey cares most about, and that is you will cross this stage and you will do great things for your community, for this state, for our country, for your families. That's what she cares most about. Congratulations. I can't wait to see what you'll accomplish as a community with the President's leadership. Thank you.
On behalf of Achieving the Dream, Dr. Karen Stout, President and CEO, Achieving the Dream, Inc., and President Emerita of Montgomery County Community College in Pennsylvania.
Thank you, and good morning. It's great to be in my home state of Maryland. I'll be taking on the Seagull Century on Saturday, so I'll be cycling through the area. I love the area. One of my memories from Salisbury is being in my aunt's house and watching the Dallas Cowboys kick a field goal in the last couple of seconds against the Baltimore Colts to win the Super Bowl. Today's an important milestone for the college, a formal affirmation and recognition of President Casey's presidency and the new beginnings that come with a presidential transition. New beginnings that build on your past successes. A time for the community to set your collective sights on the future. President Casey, you are stepping into the presidency at a moment that calls for extraordinary leadership. That is not just transformational on the inside, but also on the outside, as community colleges become hubs for catalyzing more thriving communities. I've often described our best community colleges as colleges that have taken the form of their communities while also leading the way in shaping the community's future. I know, because I have watched you in action and followed your work, that you are prepared and ready for the work ahead. As a leader, you are wonder-prone, data-informed, candid, empathetic, a champion for connecting the college to the larger community. You understand that today's community colleges must be designed to help all students succeed, including those learners that need us most and who are missing from our campuses. You understand that this future cannot be accomplished alone. And I've been fortunate today to see your dream team and your dream community in action. So while there is not a secret recipe or even a secret presidential handshake that I can share today that will guarantee your success, I am certain that the fundamentals are in place here at Wor-Wic. So here are 3 wishes for you as you move forward from today. I wish you the pleasure of working side by side with a reflective, thoughtful, smart, and caring Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, and community who will support your leadership by mirroring back to you your candor through rich, spirited discourse that will build a stronger and more dynamic college and community. I wish you time to spend with your talented and highly motivated students, as they will keep you fresh and focused with their new ideas, their curiosity, their dreams for the future, and their energy for learning. And I wish you a sense of belonging that includes and extends beyond the walls of this campus. For it is from this sense of belonging that you will get your inspiration. Inspiration that will be necessary to lead and that will be your key source of personal and professional renewal. And on those days when it might be difficult, and many of us know from experience that there will be those days, remember that you are not alone. You have a whole cadre, a whole community of colleagues here in this auditorium and across the country who will be more than willing to lend an ear, provide guidance, or affirm that you are headed in the right direction. And I stand proudly among those colleagues. Congratulations, President Casey.
On behalf of the American Association of Community College Trustees and American Association of Community Colleges, Dr. Mary Spilde, President Emerita, Lane Community College, Oregon.
Hello. I met President Deb Casey many years ago at the State of Washington Executive Leadership Academy, where I was presenting and Deb was a participant. We took a walk together, and I could tell even then that she was destined to be a president. She had the purpose, the passion, the sense of possibility that is so needed in this work. Over the years, our paths have crossed many times, and I am so grateful to be part of this joyful celebration today. When Deb asked me to speak here, I wondered to myself, since I've never spoken at an inauguration before, what on earth am I going to say? So I did what I'm sure many of our students do. I asked ChatGPT. I asked, tell me about Deb Casey at Wor-Wic Community College. This is what it said. Deb Casey is the president of Wor-Wic Community College, where she is known for her strong leadership and commitment to community colleges and engagement. With a focus on accessible education, she has worked to enhance academic programs and student support services. Her leadership style emphasizes collaboration and innovation, fostering partnerships with local businesses and organizations to align educational offerings with workforce needs. Under her guidance, the college has aimed to create an inclusive and supportive environment for students, promoting both personal and professional growth. What do you think? Not bad, right? However, Deb Casey is so much more than that. And that is really what's missing from artificial intelligence, right? The essence of a person. And so for that essence, in thinking about Deb's trek across the country from the West Coast, Northwest, where I live, to here, I turned to poetry. And this wonderful poem by an English poet, David White, who lives in the Northwest now, not very far from where Deb used to live, and it's called Just Beyond Yourself. Listen just beyond yourself. It's where you need to be. Half a step into self-forgetting, and the rest restored by what you'll meet. There is a road always beckoning. When you see the two sides of it closing together at that far horizon, and also deep in the foundations of your own heart at exactly the same time, that's how you know. It's the road you have to follow. That's how you know it's where you have to go. That's how you know you have to go. That's how you know. Just beyond yourself, it's where you need to be. And I think this poem perfectly describes the journey and process Deb went through when she decided to come to Wor-Wic. When she decided that she wanted to be a president, she didn't flood the market with applications. She didn't put wanting to be a president above finding the right spot for herself. She looked and she found Wor-Wic, and you found her. I believe, as the poem describes, she listened just beyond herself and knew this is where she needed to be. She chose you because she found a match for her purpose, her passion, and the possibility of what you could do together. She wasn't just looking for a presidency. She was looking for a place she could call home. She was looking for a community that she could embrace and would embrace her. And it really feels like she found that place here at Wor-Wic. And you chose her for similar reasons, someone who would respect the legacy of the college, honor what it took to build the college, and yet understand the necessity of changing to meet the needs of the community. And just to put the icing on the cake, the college mascot is dolphins. Go Fins! Now, research on dolphins indicate that they are socially skilled, intelligent, and agile creatures. They are quick learners, demonstrate self-awareness, problem-solving and empathy, innovation, joy, and playfulness. They are warm, inclusive, and excel at engendering trust and bringing the best out in others. I think this is a perfect match, as these are some of the many characteristics that are the essence of how Deb shows up as a leader. Oh, and by the way, Deb, energetic dolphins commonly leap out of the water at high speeds, flip end over end, and somersault in the air. I haven't seen you do that yet, but I'm sure you're working on it, only you have to do it in heels. Deb is an authentic leader who plants seeds and watches them blossom and grow. She leads with head, heart, and hands, is always kind. She's a partner in the work, open to everyone's ideas and opinions, and deeply listens. As you know, she's accessible and approachable and takes the time to meet you, to greet you, to get to know a little bit about you, and then remember you the next time you meet. So as we celebrate the fact that President Casey and Wor-Wic found each other and are going to do great things together, let me finish with another short poem written here in Maryland by the great Lucille Clifton about transition that was written not very far from here and is known as a well-wishing poem, Blessing the Boats. May the tide that is entering even now the lip of our understanding carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love your back. May you open your eyes to water, water waving forever, and may you, in your innocence, sail through this to that. Thank you, and Deb, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of Florida Atlantic University Department of Education, Dr. Deborah Floyd, Professor and PhD Coordinator, Higher Education Leadership and Research Methodology.
Good afternoon. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. What a joy it is to be here today as we celebrate the inauguration of Dr. Deborah Casey, the third president of Wor-Wic Community College. As her PhD advisor, I had the privilege of watching her grow as a scholar and as a leader. And what has always stood out to me about Dr. Deb is one simple yet powerful quality: her ability to generously love and to share joy with all who are around her. It is clear from what I see here today that Dr. Deb loves this college and community deeply. She loves the students, the faculty, the staff, and this entire community. But what is also clear to me today is that you love her in return. This mutual love is what makes this moment so special as we joyfully celebrate the culmination of her first year in office. Now, love is a wonderful foundation, but it doesn't mean that the road ahead will always be without conflict or challenge. There will be times when you disagree, when the work will feel very difficult. But I encourage all of you to remember this feeling of love and the feeling of joy that fills this room today. Let it guide you through the tough conversations and the uncertain challenges, always with respect for each other and a shared commitment to the college's mission. The role of the president is not an easy one. Dr. Deb will only be as effective as the college and the community allows her to be. And love is the key to that. It's the love that we show her and each other that will determine our collective success. And finally, every relationship, no matter how wonderful, has an expiration date. One day, Dr. Deb will move from this role, and when that day comes, remember to transition again with love, to ensure that her exit is as graceful as her time here has been impactful. And may joy and love continue to guide us all. Thank you and congratulations.
Now, I don't want you to get too excited because I'm about to announce in your program the last speaker's name. Going a little out of order, on behalf of all Dr. Casey's family and friends, Mr. Alfred retired faculty, Seattle Central Community College and Santa Barbara High School faculty.
Thank you. My name is Alfred Suma, and I was faculty for 28 years in Seattle, Washington. I worked very closely with Dr. Casey for 25 of those years. I'd like to ask a little favor. I know you stood up once, but would faculty, my colleagues here, stand up again so I can see your faces one more time? I'd like to share something with you. You have a strong ally in Dr. Casey. You should know that, a strong ally. She will go to the mat for you. I have seen it over and over again in the Great Northwest. And the Great Northwest has a big loss now with Dr. Casey coming to Maryland. And it's your gain. All my colleagues, my specialty was disability support services, and Dr. Casey has a strong background in that also. And we worked in that area, given many presentations across the country and internationally. All my colleagues would say to me at my campus, someday she'll be president. Someday she'll be president. It was universal. One day I asked one of my friends, I said, what do you think about me? I've been in the system longer. And she said, no, not going to happen. She just has that vibe, presidency vibe. She knows systems. She knows how things operate. She knows how to connect with individuals. And if you're a faculty member here, there's a very good chance she'll be in your class at some point. She came to my classes where I taught, which was a different college than where she was, and she came to my classes and made presentations there. So I can only imagine that she will meet most of the faculty here, if not everybody, at some point. And maybe already you've met quite a few people. I had a whole speech prepared, but people already said what I was going to say about her dedication, her skills, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just going to keep it short by saying that, Madam President, congratulations. And Wor-Wic, you made a wonderful, wonderful choice. Thank you.
Go Fins!
Go Fins!
Thank you all. Beautiful.